Gabrielle é cientista, jornalista especializada em mudança climática. Ela tem um PhD pela Universidade de Cambridge e já lecionou na Universidade de Princeton. Ela apresenta vários programas na rádio BBC e já viajou o mundo todo em sua pesquisa sobre aquecimento global. Ela está aqui na Flip para lançar o seu novo livro, The Hot Topic, o tema quente, como combater o aquecimento global e manter as luzes acesas. Mantenha-se ligado em nosso blog para acompanhar todos os passos de Gabrielle Walker na Flip. So Gabrielle, thank you very much for coming to Brazil, for giving us this opportunity to have you with us. It's been a pleasure to be with you these days. And I would like to start by asking, how did you start working with climate change?
Well, I started off as a scientist and got interested in climate change because it was such an interesting problem. How does everything fit together? How does it work? But recently it's got much more personal because I started writing about it and broadcasting about it. I made a radio series for the BBC about how climate change is affecting the natural world, and I thought maybe it's happening a little bit here or a little bit there. But what I found shocking was that everywhere we looked, we found it. We went into forests, we went to deserts, we went to mountains. Everywhere we looked, we saw the signs of climate change. Animals moving up hillsides because it was getting too hot for them. Forests dying out because there wasn't enough rain. Sea level rising up on low-lying islands. Everywhere we looked, it's already there. And that really shocked me. Now it became personal.
Yeah, and what are the effects that we are having around the world today?
Well, some of those effects I just described, but there's many more of them. The sea level is already rising, the temperatures are already going up, storms already seem to be getting more intense, and these are the things we can look forward to in the future. Places getting drier, places getting wetter, more floods, more storms. It's really very serious.
Could you tell us what are the causes for this problem?
Well, the main cause is that we're putting a certain kind of gas into the air, the famous carbon dioxide. Every time we burn coal or oil or gas, natural gas, that puts carbon dioxide into the air. And also when we burn forests, that's something that's very important here in Brazil. Burning forests, burning trees also puts this gas into the air. And so it comes from industry, from your cars, from trains, from planes. It comes from agriculture. It comes from the way we heat and light our buildings. Almost everything about the modern world at the moment is almost designed to put this gas into the atmosphere and make climate change worse.
Yes, and what can we do about this?
Well, what we have to do is change the way that we make energy and change the way that we move around. We have to find a way to do it that doesn't put carbon dioxide into the air. And there are lots of ways. There are lots of technologies. We already know how to do it. The problem is we're not doing it yet. And one of the most important things we need is an agreement between governments. That's going to make all the difference. We need every country in the world to agree that we will stop this. We're very inventive humans. I think that we can, if we put our minds to it, we can do it. But the politicians and governments need to put their minds to it.
We have to believe that we can change.
I think so. And I think that especially here in Brazil, one of the reasons I'm so happy to be here and I wanted to come here is Brazil sees both sides of the climate change. On the one hand, there's the forest, the burning forest, and that's very bad. That puts more carbon dioxide into the air. But on the other side, you have this fantastic, you have biofuels, you have lots of natural resources for your energy, much more than we use in Europe. You're an angel when it comes to using renewable energy. And I think that Brazil could be very important in the future to make that agreement between developing and developed countries. Because you're on both sides here, you can span that gap, I think. And so I think Brazil has a real opportunity to save the world.
That's very optimistic. And but what can individuals do? Because this is what we want to, this message that we want to pass on to our audience. What can individuals do?
Well, I think I've already said that in a way the most important thing has to be on a high level between governments. But individuals can do so much. We can do so much in our individual lives to change the way that we use energy. But we can also make nuisances of ourselves, push from below. And there's lots of places around the world where governments have had to change their minds because the people have made them do it. That's happened in Australia, it's starting to happen in Canada, it's happening in the United States. If individuals in their local towns, their local cities, their schools, whatever, push and make a nuisance of yourselves, that's what can make a difference.
And we would like to call everyone that will see this video to go and participate, if in person, if possible, in this event that we'll have at 4 o'clock at Casa da Cultura. Gabrielle will give a lecture about climate change. We hope to get everyone there. If you cannot be in Paraty today, please watch this space. You have lots of news about this beautiful Paraty and this festival. Thank you. Thank you, Gabrielle, very much.
Oh, my pleasure.